Listen, golf courses were never meant to be golf courses. They were sacred grounds, power grounds, ancestral grounds, where the tribes came together, not just to chill, but to sign peace treaties, break bread, and straight up demonstrate ancient tech from the old world. Let me break this down. You got Niagara-on-the-Lake Golf Club, oldest course in North America. That's an ancient battlefield land. They will never tell you that's where tribes came in from the north, the Mississippi, all across Turtle Island. That was a peace ground. We would post up, do trade, and when the sun and moon aligned, we would show out with technology from the old world. Levitation devices, frequency tools, copper coil cymatics, we had it all. Same with Druid Hills, Georgia. They call it Drew Hills in the old maps. That was not a coincidence that they laid an 18-hole course on that location. That's where the Yamasee, Creek, and Washita met with the Blackfoot and Aniunwea and signed kinship treaties under the stars on mound-built platforms. The Red Stick Accord was one of them. They call it oral history now because they buried all the damn scrolls. But ask around. The griots know. Thompson Park in Watertown, New York. That whole ley line was a vortex node. Old Moorish families brought their children there for rites of passage, and when disputes came up, we didn't go to war first, we went to the council at the Hill of Fire. That's what it was called before they flipped it. They even paved over the sacred council rings and called them sand bunkers. But them sand circles were made for vibration summoning, not no damn Tiger Woods. The kicker, Frederick Law Olmsted, the so-called landscape architect, was one of the top agents in the reset. Look up his hand in Central Park, Lake Park in Milwaukee, and Durand Eastman in Rochester. He didn't just plant trees, he covered ancient tech, burial mounds, libraries of stone. You want to read some real shit? Start with Ancient Monuments of the Mississippi Valley by Squeer and Davis. Smithsonian tried to bury that one. The Washita proper by Empress Verdiaxi Tiari Washita. She called it out before they silenced her. They came before Columbus by Even Van Sertima. It'll open the floodgates. And dig up the Bureau of American Ethnology reports. Straight feds admitting mounds was tech sites. That's how they do it. Turn sacred ground into recreational ground. Turn ceremony into sport. That's psychological warfare. We gathered there for counsel. Burial, healing, star alignment, energy work. The mounds were decoration, they were technology. Earth receivers. After the resets, the mud floods, orphan trains, reconstruction, they flipped the script. Burial sites and palaces turned into pudding greens. Then they slapped a $500,000 price tag on entry and told the descendants of the builders, you can't come in unless you're a member. So next time you're sitting in Congressional Country Club looking out over that quiet green grass, know this, that was never no damn fairway. That's a burial site, a treaty ground, a Moorish embassy, and that black busboy refilling your wine, he is not your servant. He is the true nobility, the descendant of the royal bloodline that built the ground you are dining on. Isn't it ironic? Black folks can't even enter the gates of land that belongs to them. That's the real game being played. That's the key. That's how they do it. Turn sacred ground into recreational ground. Turn ceremony into sport. That's psychological warfare. Not no birdie, no par, no back nine. So every time you see a golf course like the Concession in Florida, or Congressional in Maryland, or Druid Hills in Georgia, don't just see luxury. See a damn stolen portal. See the remains of a Moorish embassy, a ceremonial site, a technological node of the old world. That's not no country club. That's the Moorish estate, rebranded. That's where the treaties were signed. That's where tribes gathered to align with the cosmos and lock down the earth grid. That mansion you dining in, it's a converted palace from before the reset. So the next time you sipping champagne on the veranda or swiping your elite pass in the locker room, just know you sitting in the house of the so-called black man. That's the real inheritance. That's the real tea time. And you're